Well, good morning. This is Williams, Philippines, and it is Wednesday at about 4 a.m. on November 20th, 2024. Oi, it's a bit cool out there. Let's see, it's 31. Wind chills got us down to 24. And no, that isn't Celsius. That's Fahrenheit. So it's below freezing. It's cold outside. Yeah, it is what it is, though. And yeah, it's just part of the panhandle weather. Going to be going over to visit with my niece and nephew before they leave out of here. We happen to do things a bit different. Everybody's in this week instead of next week for Thanksgiving. The various people are going off to other places with other parts of the family and such. So, yay. But it is what it is. And that's a good thing. Anyway, yeah. Got over and got to give some blood. And by the time I got home and finished with everything, I was a wee bit on the tired side, and it was only about 12:30. I laid down about 12:40. And I can guarantee you I was asleep by 1. I woke up a little bit before 8 and then rolled over and went back to sleep. And then cussed when my alarm started going off. I really wanted to get some more sleep. That's the hazard of night shift. Why is it? Kids get all that energy, and yeah, they don't know what to do with it. They got so much energy, they're vibrating. Just run. But yeah, and if you tell them to take a nap, it's like horrible torture to them. Yeah. Let me have a chance at getting a nap. I'm probably going to take it. Problem is, I also have enough sense to know that even if I have time... sorry. Even if I have time for a nap, I probably don't have the time actually. Because there's probably something that needs to be done. Yeah. I wish in a lot of cases somebody would be able to just send me to bed and I have to go. At this age, it'd be kind of nice. I can think of a lot of reasons to want to take a nap. Go to bed. It is what it is. Anyway, I got that... Yeah. I got the donating of blood took care of, and my doc wants that out of me to thin my blood out so that my red blood cells are lower. Yeah. I've got thick blood. I clot real good. It is what it is. But yeah, got that took care of, and they gave me a T-shirt, and they leave you some. They put you over there with some snacks, and one of the ladies looked at me when I was over there because I attacked the snacks. I happen to know that when they take the blood out of me, First thing that happens is once the blood starts going out, the acid in my stomach starts building up. And so one of the first things I want to do is eat something that is acid absorbent. Baked chips, baked Lay's potato chips, those things really do qualify as, hey, we will eat the acid. They absorb it real good. So I ate 2 bags of those, and then a oatmeal cookie and some chocolate chip cookie. And yeah, that's probably not good for the diet, but I lost blood today, large amount. Needed to put something in there to replace some stuff. So yeah, even though I had eaten some steak and potatoes before I left out, I was full when I left out. I get over there and get that done, and within an hour and a half, I'm ready to eat again after having eaten steak. So yeah, that's one of the hazards of them doing that to me, but that's okay, part of it. Anyway, saw a few of the videos over there, and good Lord, Luzon area has been pounded with 6 different hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I feel for you. That's rough. 1's bad enough. 2, that's getting rougher. 3 is downright disastrous, but 6? Oi. Yeah, there might be a reason to build with concrete blocks, I'm just going to say. I can see that as being a good thing. Make them typhoon resistant. And yeah. Now, I've seen some places that were left over after hurricanes, Florida and, down to Houston and New Orleans. And I've also seen what's left after a tornado goes through. They had one of those big F5s go through someplace in Kansas a few years ago. And they literally rebuilt the whole town. And they went in, and the way they built it was they made everything to have to be to some really high standard building codes. And then they also had a lot of that green initiative stuff. So the whole town pretty much ended up having, when the gas stations went back in, and they rebuilt the gas station, they had to put in electrical charging places for electric cars. So it's actually became one of the places in the middle of nowhere to charge your electric car, which actually brings in tourism for them. Yeah. It's interesting how that stuff happens. But it also put them in as a green initiative, and, They set up a lot of the houses where they had rain catchment so that they could catch the rain and use the rain to water the plants and such, and do it that way so that they weren't just having it wash down the road. Yeah, and that's a good thing. If they designed it and planned it out to be that way. And the people agreed with it. Now, I don't really like the idea of the government actually telling them they have to do it, but when it's a fresh start for everybody, and the whole town can get in on this. And some people didn't like it and said, okay, well, I'm just selling and leaving. I'm going to go. Take my money and run. Go somewhere else. Some didn't like it, but still stayed and suffered through the tyranny of their government, forcing them to do it that way. Some actually found that they liked it. I think it was like 10 years later, they went back and did an interview on some of the folks who were for it and some of the folks that were against it. And some of the folks that were against it were now for it. And then some of the folks that were for it are now against it. So, yeah, pleasing people. I don't really see that as a good thing. Make yourself happy and don't worry about other people. If you got a person that you're supposed to make happy, you know, if you decide to take and be with somebody and they decide they want to be with you, well, there's a pact, a bond, a marriage that requires you to work with somebody. So work with them. But try to make it a good thing for everybody. Just saying. Oy. I'm feeling the cold coming through that little crack on the pass-through window there. It's cold outside. But yes, like I said, that town in Kentucky, it's hard to please everybody all the time. I don't really try. I barely want to, work with me. Guess if I found somebody that I wanted to work with, I might be willing to try, but yeah, that's a scary thought. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and be with family today and get some things done with family. Pass on a couple more pieces of inheritance so that, and get stuff out of the way. And that's a good thing. I think the rest of this weekend, after I get done with that part, I'm going to turn it into the rest of my weekend being, trying to pack up my ammo and such and my reloading equipment and get that ready so that come, I think it's February, I can carry it down to the gun show and get a table there and actually have a little stand and just sell everything. Try to get it all out quick, get rid of it, books and all. There's not a lot of folks that want reloading equipment. It's kind of a specialty niche. You either know what you're doing and like doing it and enjoy it, or you don't, because it does require a lot of time and effort. Because if you don't take the time and the effort, you can blow something up and it hurts. It can kill you. If you don't do your ammo right, it goes boom and can kill you. Or it doesn't go boom and it goes pop real softly, and you don't realize, and you're in the middle of a full-blown run and squeeze the trigger on the next one and it explodes because something didn't clear a barrel. Not good. Yeah, like I say, if you don't do ammo right, it can kill you and hurt you in the process if it doesn't kill you. So, yeah. It's one of those things. You either do it right or you take the chance of hurting somebody. Usually I just do for me, and that way if I do mess it up, it's only me that pays the price. But there's a bunch of people that, do like doing it. So I'm going to try to sell all that equipment and get rid of it because I can't carry it to the Philippines with me. Yeah. There's a lot of ammo in my house that needs to go. And in the process, I found a bunch of damn knives that I've had for ages. I think I got like 10 knives that go into sheaths, and probably 8 of the sheaths. Just saying. That ain't even counting the pocket knives. Oh, God. So, yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that needs to go out the door and go bye-bye. I'm okay with that, though. I'll get it out there and get it gone. And that's going to require packaging it all up. And, you know, between the ammo cans, the ammo, the reloading equipment, the books on reloading and survival, you know, animal husbandry, brick masonry, construction, woodworking project books. You know, having blueprints to do things helps. Don't get me wrong, I can do a lot without a blueprint, but having a blueprint does give you a basis on what you're doing to start with. You can modify things along the way fairly easy, especially if you know what you're doing, especially if you got all the tools for it. Boy, I've got a bunch of tools. Matter of fact, that was one of the things my friend that took the cats home with him did. He got a dead blow hammer, one of the big plastic Rubbermaid hammer heads that has lead shot in it, so that when you hit something, it's boom, it doesn't bounce. It impacts all of the weight into that impact instead of having a recoil. They're very useful for a lot of things. And I can tell you, if you make the mistake of accidentally hitting a finger with one of them, it hurts. I don't know how I know that. Anyway, yeah, I've got all that stuff. I'm going to try to pack up some of it. And I also want to try to pack up some of my other stuff that I think I'm going to try to carry with me and get it into some suitcases and get it cleared out of the way. So, yeah. Because I got a bunch of stuff needs to go bye-bye. And, yeah. I also need to get online and check on my health insurance, because the start of the new year, the start of a new insurance plan. Part of me wants to stay with the same insurance company, but now all of a sudden, instead of the $500, they want, oh yeah, $2,000 deductible. Yeah. Oh, we'll keep it at the same price. Yeah, nope. So I got to figure something out and find something else. I can do 500. I could even do 1,000. But I sure don't want to put $2,000 into it, especially when they're already getting that much out of it. You know, I don't know. It's going to be another long day after a long day. The only good thing about this last one was I actually did get some sleep, and that's the important part. Oh gosh. Anyway, I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope your week goes very easy on you, and that you have lots of friends and food and an easy week at work, or you find some if you're looking for it. Because Lord knows you don't get very far if you don't have a job. And hey, God said it, he who does not work does not eat. Now there might be some folks out there help you for a little bit, but eventually they're going to get tired of feeding you. So you better be feeding yourself. So yeah, anyway, I hope it works out for you. I hope you've had a blessed day. I added another subscriber, so I'm up to 214. So, thank you. Please hit the like and subscribe and comments. Come on, folks. Talk to me. Let me know if you got something you want to talk about. I'm here rambling on. I have stray ideas. You may or may not like them. So if you don't like them, hey, throw something at me to talk about. Just saying. Anyway, Williams, Philippines. I am fishing. Hey, blessings later. Bye-bye. Fish out.